Let me fix this. Good. Bonjour. Konnichiwa. It's Panda. Having lunch. So I'm drinking the scent. Drinking this IPA. Having some ramen or instant hot sour noodles. Some seaweed. Nice. Love me some seaweed. Anyway, guys, Panda here. I went to a few places today, early this morning. Went to go see someone very important this morning. I also filed a Better Business Bureau complaint against the Swedish House Hotel. So I'm getting ransom phone calls. And these phone calls are very threatening. It's like, the first call was basically, you lie, you lie, you lie, hang up the phone. The second call was earlier this morning, about like 4 in the morning, basically saying, you're going to die for lying. So basically, I was like, oh, okay, I know who that is. So yeah, I think the Swedish hotel owner is either making threats because of my review, and not only that, guess who shows up at her place today? Board of Health here in San Francisco, because she violated the CDC guidelines. You guys know that. You guys saw the video. Just the veggie chips, so let's see. Put a few in here. Let's make my ramen crunchy. Tomato, spinach, potato. Ooh, hear the popping from that? That's really good. So I might sell my GoPro Hero 8 Black. Sure, you guys are probably asking why. I need to do more time. Time here. Just 2 or 3 more days. Because I'm thinking about from the Oklahoma City. Oh yeah. Sorry guys, this is my lunch break. I hope some of you guys enjoyed the photos that I edited this morning. Excuse me. This is pretty good. So for the last 7 minutes I haven't been really talking because I'm eating, because I'm hungry. I've been trying to figure out editing and stuff like that and making visits to other agencies here. But yeah. But fair warning to anyone that is looking for a hotel here, desperate to stay at the cheapest hotel, don't do it. There's a penalty behind that. Cheap hotels are the worst. So the landlord refuses to give me back my security deposit, or the property owner of that hotel, because I wrote a bad review. And I called health department on her, and I filed a Better Business Bureau complaint with videos and photos to show that even on the so-called automated, let me explain something, guys. They are not using images that are on their website. Those images do, guys, those images that you see on their website, not even close to real. That's not what my room looked like. You guys seen that room? That was not a white, clean, spotless room. That was a dirty, disgusting, molded, feces, human fluid, whole room that I ever stayed in, other than Eco Lounge in Oregon. terrible, terrible hotel. I don't understand how that hotel stays in business. You feed off of mental health and people with learning disabilities. That's what you, this is how you make your clients? Yeah, you guys don't know that most of the people that was in there had a disability. Probably, some had a learning disability. So I was trying to figure out, is this a halfway house or what is it? Unprofessional office, taking copies of passports. Now mind you, guys, if you Google, no one should be taking a copy of your passport. You should be taking a copy of your passport. Because technically, the Department of State, any government agency would tell you, you should take a copy of your passport and walk around with that copy of your passport. Don't walk around with the original. Most Americans don't know this shit because they're too stupid to know it. No offense. But if you don't ever have, if you're not someone that ever hold a passport or understand what a passport represents, then I'm sorry to be so blunt, but every time I explain about passports or EEOC or anything about legal standards in this country, it seems like half of Americans don't know it. This is why I ask you, what are you fighting for? If you don't even know these simple laws. Because I told this to the adjudicator, it's like, no one should be taking a copy of your passport. You should show a copy of your passport. Don't give them the original. And I tried to explain this to local businesses here, and they seem to, I never heard of that. Well, Google it. You have a computer right in front of you. Google it. Is it illegal to take a copy of your passport? Yes. For the holder, no. For anyone else, yes. Not supposed to. This is what I have to say to the owner of Swedish House Hotel. If you don't trust foreigners or trust people in the professional state, I clearly told you who I work for. I told you what I do for a living. I clearly was very transparent. I clearly told you the law and you refused to listen. That's why you're being investigated. That's why a bunch of people went to your business establishment today, from the CDC, to verify my claims. The videos, Instagram don't lie. Your personnel, your staff, next time, tell them to properly wear a mask. Don't touch me. And definitely don't call the cops on it. That was your no-no. That was your last straw. You threaten me? I do even better. How about have someone federal come to your place and violate your trust in your business and tell you what to do? Cheers. Try to threaten people. That's so bad. A business that threatens people if they don't pay a deposit. You threaten to call the cops. Ma'am, you do not have that statement or that fine print on your website. Mind you, I know you didn't do your website. Someone else did it. And those are not the photos of your hotel establishment. You guys see that room? That room looked like someone went through there many times. I'm not going to get into the discussing details, but you guys seen the room. You go to their website, you're like, oh no, that was not the room that I saw through that video. Feces, needles, not a working sink. Mind you, the refrigerator wasn't even working. I forgot to talk about that. I was like, is the refrigerator even on? I put the Arizona iced tea in there. It got warm by the next day. So, and then the funny thing is that the owner, the staff, the older guy, wanted to turn on the television going into my room. You're not supposed to go in my room. It's supposed to be quarantined. That means no one enters that room but the client themselves. You failed on that part. Read the CDC guidelines. You're supposed to be the hotel establishment. You're supposed to follow the hotel establishment guidelines and procedures. You didn't follow that. I talked to many other individuals from hotels from the Hilton, Hyatt, and so down. They also agree with me that you failed to apply both those rules. You're not supposed to enter the room before I do. I don't know what you have, if you even got a COVID test. The guy was coughing. Even there was a male, which left a review, by the way. He left a review. That's the same guy that walked out as this guy was trying to serve me. He was like, this is the fucking worst service ever. I'm writing a bad review. He wrote a bad review. What's up, Mrs. Hardway? Or Miss Hardway? So yeah. So my bad review ended up costing me my security deposit from the hotel. Which, like I said, I filed my Better Business Bureau complaint. Because they're supposed to release it 72 hours. And they know it. And they know it. But they didn't release it. Why? Because she called me and said it. It's this Keith Alexander Vicky? Don't even know how to pronounce my name. It's Keiki. You know, cake that you eat, key that you turn, put it together. Keiki. Simple. Even the adjudicator knows how to pronounce it right away. Because he was like, let me get this right. Keiki, right? I was like, perfect. He was like, all right. Because we discussed this over the phone. He's like, Kiki, right? I'm like, no, keiki. Like cake that you eat, key that you turn. So, yeah. But then he asked me, why don't you want to be called by your real name? What do you mean? I changed that. Like, well, technically you converted it. Yeah. O'Keefe just sounds, O'Keefe Alexander sounds too French to me. O'Keefe, yeah. If you guys don't know, O'Keefe is my real name. It's not Keith, it's not Keiki, it's O'Keefe. O'Keefe. So, This is why people don't know my middle name. And this is why I'm saying it now, because no one's going to watch this video until it goes viral. Like, oh, your name is O'Keith. O'Keith. Okay. Okay, O'Keith. Nope, not Keith. It's spelled K-E-E-F-F-E. So, O-K-E-E-F-F-E. O'Keith. I used to like Keith because it was simple, easy, and I wanted that name so badly when I was younger. And then identity fraud happened in 2 countries. Financially, that cost me money to actually figure out what was going on. Yeah. Yes, so I'm a victim of identity theft. That's why I don't want to give copies of my passport to these individuals, these hotels that are shady and 2-star. No. Because normally when I'm in Germany, London, Paris, even in Japan, you give your passport as collateral as a security deposit. Because the passport costs more than the security deposit. My passport cost me €400. Just for the EU passport, €400. The US passport for the 52 page, which is a special, that one was what, $350? Right on the spot, same day. Because when I lost it, I had to wait. And they'll say, no, I want it now. So when a bunch of photographers got together and sent me money to get it so I could get out of San Jose, I went straight to the immigration office, filed my passport from the immigration office to the consulate. Yes, passports are expensive. My EU passport for just 32 pages, €400. I got a 52 page here for like $350. Same price. And I got 52 pages. But what freaks people out is like, why is the color black? I'm like, none of your business. Because they see it on the outside edges is black, so they think it's fake. Because I refuse to take it out of this. I refused. This is to protect the passport. This is an RDF block scanner for your passport. You guys don't know about this. It's been over the web. You can YouTube it. People that walk by the streets have these scanners. They can scan your passport by walking by your purse. This is why this protects my passport's RFID chip. Yeah, they can scan that. Credit cards, everything. This is why I have a bag that is RFID certified. This is, what does this? It blocks any signs of, look at that. Want some money? Oh wow, I got a lot of money. Yeah, so this is what this is. And just to show you what it is, take a sheet out of this. You see this? This is the sheet that blocks it. Yeah. I'm gonna put it back in. But there's another layer underneath here. Slide that in. It's okay. It's pretty good. It's from San Diego. 7.0% alcohol. And showing off. Great picture. Oh, guys, if you haven't seen the 3 videos that I was doing earlier this morning of me editing the photos, lots of people are saying I'm showing off now. They're like, oh, now you're showing off with the great pictures. Like, I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning just to take those photos, even though I know sunrise was at 6:36 this morning, 6:32. I knew that. I just wanted to be prepared. I woke up 2 hours before. If I wake up at 6 o'clock, I'm still like, you know? I'm still like in my REM sleep. So I've been going to bed early the last 2 nights. It's been working very well. And I've been waking up exactly at 4:30, 4:15, 4:30, 4:15. I'm good with that. But you guys might ask, why are you waking up so early like that? So I'm used to it because I need to stop saying in Japan. I need to say my habits since university studies, it's been 4 o'clock wake up. I don't remember when the last time, honestly, in a year straight, where I slept through the whole entire morning till 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. It has maybe happened once or twice every other now and then, but it's not consistent. What's consistent is me waking up at 4:30, 5 o'clock every day. It's just a work day. I don't know about people, but I'm not trying to let COVID take over my life, even though it has taken my money. I'm not gonna let it take over my life. That means I can literally go out here and look for photography jobs, reporter jobs, documentarian jobs, even if I have to sacrifice to either save money, which I am doing now. You know how many people offer me to go? People offer me to come to New York. There's like, come to New York. My best friend Ted told me to come to New York. I know there's something that you need to know about New York. When you go there, you do not ever leave. It's like LA. When you go there, you do not ever leave. You're trapped. You can't get out. Those two cities are just identical. I don't like that. I don't like when I don't have an exit. You guys might be saying, but it's New York. It's always an exit. Not for everyone. Look how many rollerbladers that I know from New York that I went out visit, still live in New York, never actually went out of New York. How many people that I know from New York still trying to leave New York? You can't. It's in their blood. It's like if they leave, they're afraid they might not have the same opportunities that they had in New York, so they don't leave. I'm sorry, I'm gonna give up those favorite moments to start a new life. That's what new life is all about, starting over. People are afraid to start over. Look at me, I have to start over here. I'm doing it now. From Japan, Paris, London, New York, Toronto, Vancouver, Wisconsin. Japan, Vancouver, back to the States. I'm just pretty much starting over again. That is true. People are afraid to start over. It is. People are so petrified. Oh, I start over, I lose everything. Really? Did you lose your family? Did you lose your parents or brothers, sisters? I lost my wife to suicide. First I got. Then I lost Nami to a car accident, which I regret because I've been in that car accident. Look at this, all this surgery. Look at this. Pin, oh look at, the pin bent and now it's sticking out my jaw. Right here. But anyway, there's a plate there. So there's a bolt. It's kind of poking out a little bit. But yeah, surgery. Everybody in there is on the hustle, trying to hustle everybody else. Ooh, see? Same here. Someone's trying to hustle me and got their ass kicked in San Jose. Delta Day. That's coming from Delta Day, ladies and gentlemen. He lives in and around LA. He knows how it is. People are actually doing very unorthodox things right now to get money. Because the government doesn't want to respond. Did you hear? If you guys go to Clear Value Taxes update, did you know Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer gave, what's her name, a new stimulus proposal for, what is it, $900 million? What is it, $928 million? Nancy, what a bitchy you are. But it's just a starting point. That's what that is. But yeah, like Dr. David said, people are trying to hustle other people, and that's what's going on here. People are trying to hustle people here. Like, I noticed my rates went up here. Yeah, the rates went up here. Did I come at a bad time? No. This is the fall, winter season. This is where the winter season, when the prices go up a little bit because of the heat, which I don't understand. When California is pretty warm throughout winter anyway. As cold as month is January. It gets maybe like 42 Fahrenheit here. You don't use much heat for that. So you're not really burning up that much heat. Or that much gas. Or if businesses are still using oil, oof, to generate heat, time to upgrade, don't you think? Solar panels save money. Yes, they cost a lot, but you'll make your money back in no time. Not just because of the... First of all, imagine the hostel had solar panels on the roof right now. You know how much sunlight concentration they would get? You know how much money they would save in energy consumption on this building? You know how much money they would save on just the property tax alone? On top of that, well, can they save the property tax because it's California? Does the property tax go up with solar panels? I believe it does if you're a house owner. But if this is a business, they can save money. This is why some hostels are doing it. I'm going to say it out loud because there's a speaker right there on the camera. They're doing it. You know how much money you can save a year on solar panels? You buy 2 solar panels for a small hostel. You know how much money you can save? You know how much generating of power it can regenerate to a battery in a home? It could last up to 6-8 hours. Think about that. But it depends on the battery capacity. That's the problem with when you buy solar panels. It depends on how big your batteries are and how big you get them, how much you want them. Like, for instance, Tesla batteries are not cheap. Even technically they are, but to replace the Tesla battery in a car, ooh, ouch, that's an investment. And look, it's an overcast day because I think it's going to, yeah, it's supposed to drizzle a little bit later. I'm not sure. But yeah. So, yeah, I was thinking about selling the GoPro 8 because I'm not really using it as much anymore. Someone told me, guys, how much would you pay for a GoPro 8 with the audio adapter, with the magnetic ND filters, 3 batteries, a custom case with all the accessories, mind you? How much would you pay for that? Let me hear your thoughts. Because I offered someone a really good price for it, and they said it was too high for the... Too high? I'm giving you the audio adapter. Mind you, that's a $50 audio adapter. And then they do not come by easy because even GoPro runs out of stock of those GoPro adapters. I had to wait 2 weeks for it. And then it didn't want to work for $1,000 for a GoPro. Sir, I think you need to do your evaluation correctly. I won't take your money for, no, I can't do that. That's, no. Yeah, give me $1,000. I give you 1, 2, 3, 4 GoPros probably, or 3 GoPros. Not for 1 GoPro. But think about it. Magnetic ND filters that pop off and on. Mind you, I customized it so the audio adapter could go into the housing on top if you want to mount a shotgun microphone on top. It works. It's Velcro and super glue, but I can take it off if you choose to, but it's not designed for the GoPro 8. I made it designed for the GoPro 8. So you can pop it off and on as you wish, and there's Velcro on top of the GoPro 8. So you can just, it will be a tight fit to put it back on the mounting for the ND filters, but that's why I made it that way, so it doesn't come off so easily. Nope, I won't even sell it for that much. I'm not a person that's trying to rip off people. Sorry. I offered $275 for it. You know what? The ND filters are magnetic. The GoPro 8 is preset, even though this is why I didn't want to go for the GoPro 9 because I was using it for 4K 60 and it works perfectly fine. Not only that, it just got an upgrade. If you didn't know about the software upgrade, and it's gonna come with a bunch of accessories and its own personal case that I brought a different custom case for it that has actually better protection than the GoPros. The GoPro's protection case sucks. You know why? Because the GoPro 7 case, the GoPro 7 that I had in this GoPro 7 case got scratched. Don't know why, don't know how, but it got scratched, the lens. So I got rid of it for less than 150 bucks. Yeah, so that's why I got rid of that GoPro 7. And it didn't want to work with the audio adapter. It's like GoPro muffed it for that purpose. But yeah, and someone said it's too steep for $275. It's like, so you looking for a GoPro 8 to be sold around $150? Oh wow, good luck with that. Good luck with that, because GoPro 8 is still the competitor to GoPro 9. Because if you don't know about GoPro 9's sensor, some people still have issues with artifacting, dead pixels. Still, even though after the new update, it's still approved, but you can see there's some weird processing going on in the highlights. And then in the foreground, you can see there's too much noise. So there's some pixel like going on. This is why I stuck with the GoPro 8. You don't see that at all. Yes, it's 2.5K on the GoPro 9, but it's a big, supposed to be a 24 sensor, but in 12 megapixels is doing enough. 12 megapixels is still good enough. 24 megapixels I use for 8K. There you go, 8K. I don't understand why the GoPro 9 didn't have 8K if it has a 24 megapixel sensor. If I'm wrong about that, let me know, because in my head I thought everyone kept saying it has a 24 megapixel sensor or a 20 megapixel sensor. I'm sorry, 20 megapixel sensor. Still, that should be able to shoot 8K. Because you need 18 megabits to shoot 8K. It has 20. So plenty, and it's still showing some artifact. Even after updates and the mods and everything, people still having any issues with the GoPro 9. This is why I stuck with the GoPro 8. But then again, I'm not really using it as much at first because I'm using this, my phone. And my phone shoots 4K 60. So this is why another reason why I want to get rid of it. I got a phone that shoots 4K 60 and I'm using Pro Movie to control my shutter, aperture, exposure values, and I can actually pinpoint it based on ISO. With the GoPro, it doesn't have ISO 1260 or 1250. And this is why I tried to ask GoPro to please update the GoPro 8 to have ISO 1250 because that's also a sweet spot other than ISO 800. If you guys don't know about that, in videography, 1250 is basically the sweet spot. Yeah, even some phones, correct, even some phones shoot in 8K and you only need 20 megapixels. Yeah, they're pretty bad. It's based on, listen, it's based on architecture design on the CPU chip. If the CPU chip and the GPU chip cannot render 8K, and it seems, this is what's going on with the GoPro because, mind you, guys, the G1 chip is pretty old from GoPro. They're still using the G1 chip from the first GoPro. It's time to upgrade. I have said this many times to GoPro. It is time to upgrade the GPU, the G1 chip. It's old. That's why they're having some problems. This is why the market is not that good. Look at the stock market right now. It dropped 2.83 points. Look at it. It might have risen up, I don't know. But right now, it's, yes, as of yesterday, I saw it dropped. I'm not very impressed. GoPro needs to invest in more technology instead of using the same hardware. They've been using the same hardware for over 10 years. Think about it, guys. Since the first GoPro, the G1 chip has been the bread and butter. And you put it in a freaking GoPro 9? I don't know what to say to that. I think that's just pretty stupid. Especially if you're trying to get an audience that is looking for new technology, and you got the DJI Osmos, that's the competitor, which is pretty nice, I have to say. Pretty nice, even though you have to make an investment for new ND filters. But then again, if you never had an action camera, you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Yeah, it's not going to hold up very long. I wish the CEO, this is why the CEO was only on Shark Tank a few times and then never was seen again. He's not very smart strategically. And in my opinion, it's time to upgrade. This is why I stick with the GoPro 8. But now I don't want to use it because I have this phone that shoots 4K 60. And I just was trying out 4K 60 just last night. Well, this morning. I was like, oh my god, this is so much better than the GoPro. Why is the GoPro so noisy? Yes, when I shoot 4K 60 at low light, it's so noisy. But when I shoot 4K 60 with the iPhone X, yes, iPhone X, it's not so noisy. But there is a limit on ISO performance. I think it's 1600 on the iPhone. Yeah, so I can live with that. Because I don't want to go over 1600 anyway. 1250, if GoPro would just update all their GoPros to 1260 ISO, Yeah, so I'm selling my GoPro 8 right now. I'm trying to sell it so I don't have to spend more money out of my pocket to stay here. Because I have spent so much money on expensive hotels and trying to get my deposits back. It's been a hassle. It's been such a hassle getting my deposits back from these hotels. Literally have to call and file better business discrimination against the business for foul practices. You don't represent, you don't say in your website, it's not listed on hotels.com, priceline.com, kayak.com. You don't say that you charge a security deposit, but you wait till people pay to say, oh yeah, that's right, we have a security deposit. That's a scam. This is what you do before you pay, or this is why you don't go with the bargains on Priceline, Hotels.com, or Kayak. If you see something that says a good deal for blah 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 and it says non-refundable, don't take it. Don't take it. That means that hotel is struggling and that hotel is trying to sell beds. It's struggling. You want to read reviews, which was my point, but then again, I was trying to be cheap and trying to save money. So I didn't care, but I also want to give other people a chance, because sometimes the reviews can, alter or can be a nuisance in what I like to call deception. So, but these reviews were not in any type of deception. They were actually accurate to what I read. I was like, oh my panda. This guy's coming to the door, he's walking down the stairs, he has no mask. He's an old man, he's like, can I help you? I was like, I'm the one that fucking called you. And literally, I'm the one that called you. You telling me through the door, can you help? Can you help? Can you help me? Yeah, I called, I have a booking. And then again, he goes, do you have a reservation? I'm like, dude, I just showed you on my phone, I have a booking with hotels.com. Then we get to the office, he still tries to charge me $75. He said, well, we charge $75 a night here. Bullshit. Stop lying. I got a booking for hotels.com. He calls the owner. He has a booking in the hotel. She goes, oh, we should not take those anymore. Well, don't be a partner on hotels.com then. See? Rip off. Their plan was to rip off people. They thought I was stupid. They thought I was a normal... They probably thought I was an arrogant black individual like the rest of them around here that are on drugs. She thought I was probably a drug addict. He thought I was probably a drug addict. Until he saw the camera gear and saw the badge. I was like, listen, do you really want me to go out there and report to San Francisco NBC and let them know that what you're doing here is just unorthodox? That's what I did anyway. That's why the CDC and the public health was out there today at that place. Checking, making sure. They saw my videos, they saw my photos, like, oh my god, we need to go out there and investigate. You don't serve someone dirty blankets, human fluid on sheets. Not clean. I'm not sleeping in that. I'm sorry. No sink, no water in my room. Mind you, bathroom was closed. In the middle of the night. If I wanted to take a shit, no offense, excuse my language, I would literally have to go back outside and poo-poo. Yeah, I had to go urinate outside because she locked, or they automatically locked the doors after 11. Yeah, the bathroom doors are automatically locked. So there are certain rooms that do have their own bathrooms. I literally peed in a can of Arizona iced tea outside. I hope she caught that on camera because it was right outside her door too, in front of her door. I hope he peed in front of that door. He violated. No, you violated. I couldn't even use the bathroom inside your own establishment because you don't trust people. But you trust drug dealers and drug addicts that you normally see all the time? I'm confused. Yeah, I'm gonna pick a bone with this lady. She should give me back my damn deposit. And I have every right to. It's not defamation when the facts are real. Even the guy was saying sorry about what happened last night. Well, it was the next day. He kept saying sorry, I apologize, what you saw last night. He's a weak old man that has no backup. And just to give you guys an update about the Eco Lounge, they shut down. I got that place temporarily closed. You don't service a room the same day that I check out. They read my reviews too in Oregon. Yeah, I told you, guys, your voice is powerful. Your reviews make a difference. Take video, take photos. Guys, please, listen to what I'm telling you. Guys, when you have an account on Yelp, Google reviews, when you rent a hotel from Priceline, they ask you to review it, you better fucking review that hotel, that restaurant, that establishment. You better. Your voice matters, it makes a difference. Not only that, the restaurant or business will respond. Look what happened, she responded to my review. Oh, you liar, liar, liar. Then she calls me mysteriously from different numbers, threatening me. You lie, you lie. I saved those conversations. Because if I have a chance, I might sue her for harassment. You harassing me? You keep harassing me? Okay, that's easy $10,000 for me. All I have to do is just present the phone calls, trace them. This is another thing, guys. Same thing with excess data on cameras. Most people don't know how to turn them off on their phones, on the cameras. I know how to, but do they know how to turn off GPS on their phones? A GPS though. This is how I knew she was in West Berkeley. I tracked that phone number to West Berkeley. Why do you keep thinking I said West Berkeley? She lives in that area. She doesn't live down here. She lives across the bay. That's why the owner has, the manager or whatever he is, he has to call her. She's not nearby. She owns other properties. Oh, I bet she treats her other properties better than this property. Oh, that's right, it's in a drug capacity place, so she doesn't really care. And she knows, no matter what, drug convicted, felony. Listen, this is where someone like her takes advantage of the most vulnerable. People with a felony, people with drug convictions or SSI, SSDI. She takes advantage of that. That's who was staying at her establishment. People in those circumstances. I did not see one international person other than myself. I said, do you have any other guests that's from here? He says, no, it's mostly local people here. This is why he said, in camera, in front of his own camera. This is why it's strange that you're here. We don't really get visitors internationally. That's why he thought I was suspicious. I need to see your ID, where you're really from. Yeah, you can see it, but you can't take it. Oh, we need to check out. No, you cannot. No, then you get this. He said, wait, I need that too. Now, you get one passport. By federal guidelines under the jurisdiction of the Immigration Act, you get one passport. You're not an agent of the state. You're not entitled to ask me for anything. I'm not even supposed to present ID identification. You should be grateful that I even gave you identification to prove who I am. Not only that, I showed him this, and he didn't really care. And I said, you better care. Because one email to every local news agency one email. It only takes one email. I'm not playing with this San Francisco. I'm sorry. Guys, you should see what I saw yesterday on the bus. Again, I even recorded it. All these people got off the bus, sitting next to each other. Is that 6 feet? Mind you, remember, on a bus, there's one seat, another seat, and this seat. Does this look like 6 feet from you? Hi. You're so gorgeous. I can touch you. I can literally like hump you. Literally. You're touching people. Come on. Like on the bus, you're spreading your COVID. This is not social distancing at all. I'm sorry. I literally, I just did that. I humped the chair. I'm just trying to add humor to this, okay? Even though there's a camera watching me, don't care. When they see the content, they be like, oh, that's what he was doing. That's funny. He has a sense of humor about this shit. I do. I do have a sense of humor about this. But I also am upset about the outcome of how people in San Francisco don't take this outcome very seriously, but they want something from the government. It's like you purposely do this to your own state so you can go into this pandemic. People actually are done. You got this guy downstairs, he's annoying as fuck right now. He's talking to the young lady downstairs. I know she's probably like, ugh, fucking delusional bastard. People are taking this COVID too seriously. I had 2 friends passed away from this. Are you fucking kidding me? My roommate was diagnosed with it. Remember that? In March, April, I had to take care of her. Remember that, guys? Go back in my YouTube channel. I had to take care of her. This guy's over here talking about you guys are taking it too seriously. Really? My roommate was fucking on the verge of like, she couldn't even get out of bed. She couldn't move her, she could get out of bed, but she couldn't leave her room. I had to cook everything for her. And that's why she trusts my cooking. And that's why she's a healthy Chinese girl. Yeah, I had to cook everything for her. And this guy's talking about, you guys are taking everything out of proportion. You know, go smoke your pot somewhere and go drift off in a fucking make-believe land. Alright? You don't believe this shit is real? People dying? Then you delusional. You're more arrogant than the rest of the other people here. People taking this out of proportion. You should hear this fucking fella. You should really hear this guy. Hear him talk. Mind you guys know, I work for the fucking agency. This guy's talking reckless. I don't care how he thinks. Is his personal opinion? Yes, true. But when you say, I'm taking things out of proportion, I think you just take... No, I'm not. I'm not. I've been told that... Guys, 10 months. Not once I caught COVID. Why? Why is that? Because I had people from Northwest Portland Hospital that understood those reasons. They understand the meaning of self-quarantine. I helped them wash the dishes. I kept people safe. It's an obligation among all of us to keep each other safe. It's not something that we have to do. It's something that we must do. Here, nah. Literally, you have someone sit on them next to you right on the fucking city bus. Hi, my name is Jack. Really? Are you serious? Are you fucking kidding me? That is a really weird behavior from a lot of people. They seem to be behaving very opposite of what the agency tells them. And this is why I'm following my agency's protocols. even though I am temporarily laid off, I still have to follow protocol if I want to work for the Department of State. That's just the fucking facts. And they don't believe evidence to support their claims. Yeah, they don't have evidence to support their claims. Especially this guy downstairs. I came in back from Walgreens and I see the young lady behind the desk. She's like looking at me. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna have your times. You're gonna have your full time. I'm sorry, like, I'm not trying not to be so judgmental, but like, this is why, like, oh, I do want to go back home to Japan, but the economy right now is, guys, my parents told me, I wish I could record a conversation with my parents. Okay, so what's going on in Japan is that it's a full lockdown. Not only that, tourism is down 86%. So the Japanese government decided to pay every single business for the next 3 months until they can recuperate from this pandemic. And right now, basically, Japan is suffering, in South Korea, suffering from tourism. Tourism was a moneymaker. So not just residents alone, even though residents make up for the economy, but still, businesses are only open for certain hours of the day. They're only open for like 5 hours a day. In some places, 5 hours, 6 hours a day, that's it. They have to shut down, close, go home. It's not a curfew, but Japanese also recommend that you stay home after a certain amount of hours. If you're a reporter, you're licensed, you're doing documentary, you can come out to document. My parents speak Russian, Japanese, Korean, Japanese, Korean are the native, but Russian, French, Dutch. Ethel speaks German, French, Japanese, Korean, Cantonese, Thai. He speaks Lamlin, which is like if you ever go to Burma, they speak a dialect of like Laos, Thai, Malay. Yeah, they're intelligent people. They're not my blood, but they taught me some things. Yeah, they're very bilingual. That's how I learned. But they also have business in the restaurant business. Well, my mother does. My father, Rito, he's a biochemist engineer. Just like my birth mother. They're both biochemistry engineers. You haven't heard my accent yet. Don't piss me off. That's when the French, the Francais come out. I start cursing you out in French and Japanese. Oh, that's it. What episode was that? That was like a year. I can't name the video, but someone in the comments pissed me off one day and I went on a rampage. And it was like, what? Full Japanese, French, what the hell's going on? Yeah. Actually, these are not potatoes. Well, some of them are, but it's spinach and tomato. But yeah, there is potato chips. But yeah, I got these because they were on sale at Walmart. I feel like I could save some money. And this was on sale for $8.99. Normally, this beer, it's like $14.99 in most places. Walgreens is selling for $8.99. But yeah, but recently I kind of want to sell my GoPro, and I don't want to spend any more money. If I want to continue to stay here this weekend, I need to raise money. I need $1 million. Who wants to rob a bank with me? Come on, rob a bank with me. We go down together or we win together. No, I can't do that. I can't put your life at risk. I guess I'm gonna have to rob this, do a heist myself, and then give the money away to you guys. Like I, yeah, someone said that. Someone told me maybe I should never gave my money away and do all these giveaways. I was like, but why? That sounds like I'm just being selfish. It's like, well, don't you need money now? Don't you wish you never did the giveaways? Like, dude, I wish I can do more giveaways. This is what he doesn't understand. I wish I can do more giveaways. He's like, but you need money. Yeah, but I wish I could do more giveaways. Look what I've been doing every time I get money. I gave Sean, after your brother that I hang out with, well, I don't hang out with him. I asked him to come meet me 2 days ago at the Caltrain station to help me with my luggage. I was overtired. You guys know I was up for 2 days shooting night photography and day photography. Yes, I was up for 2 days straight. And I asked him to help me, and I gave him 20 bucks. He only asked for 20 bucks. He's like, I just need cigarettes, brother. That's what he asked for. So you sure? He's like, yeah, man, I don't, you my brother. You gotta meet him again. He's funny. But he's like, 20 bucks is good. I can get cigarettes for 10 bucks. I can get weed for 10 bucks. I was like, oh. He has his ways. So I gave him 20 bucks. So that's all he asked for. He's not a greedy person. He's not, give me $100. No, someone like you probably would ask me for $100. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's always checking on me every morning since I've been back. He's like, good morning, brother. What are you doing? Editing? You're always trying to work and make money. I hear you. I wish I was like you. I'm not motivated like that. He could be. He could. He should. But he curses a lot. I was like, hey, you gotta stop swearing. He's like, I can't help it, but these American people piss me off sometimes. Yeah, they piss me off sometimes too. Because they do stupid shit sometimes. Like this guy yesterday. Dude was doing lifts, push-ups. Dude, he took the whole sidewalk. That there's a construction obstacle on Market Street, right in front of Walgreens, in front of the Old Navy. We walking through there. He's like, ugh. And people are trying to walk through there. Tons of people. He almost kicked a woman in the face because he's doing sit-up, push-ups, right? Or lift-ups, whatever you want to call it. It's just like, you know, there's a gym membership for $25. You could go to it, 24-hour fitness. And I was like, you damn right. This is not, sorry, you could go to a park for that. But when you take up a public street, sidewalk, and you always hit an old woman, yeah, people are gonna bitch. You thought you were cool showing off. Dude, this is why you don't get no ass. Because you're doing the wrong thing. I was like, yeah, he ain't getting no buns. He's gonna get a girl because he's showing off. Like, dude, I would get a girl before you, and I don't even have to show off. What I have to tell her is like, hey, I'm Panda, and I think you look exquisite. Can I get your photo? And that might sound creepy, but I'm a portrait photographer, and you got the look. I need you in my portfolio. You have to be with my Panda Nation. And I'm like, really? Panda Nation? What is that? It's my family. You, him, her, the bus driver, the cab driver. You could be anyone. And that's why I can get a girl before he can. But I choose not to because I'm very picky. I'm looking for that special someone that's bilingual. She has to be bilingual. I'm sorry, I can't deal with a freaking one language person. I'm not trying to discriminate, but I need someone bilingual, smart, intelligent. There's a reason behind that. I want to create another panda. Trust me, if I create another panda, this panda is going to be She's gonna be, yes, I want another girl, and she's gonna be a handful. And I want her to be a handful, so I'll be like, so I can work. Keep up the par. Now, most men don't want girls. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But Nami was my special lady. So, yes, I want another girl. And no, I'm not gonna name her Nami. Sophie is one of the names I selected. Kamiko is another name that I selected. Yuata, if you guys don't know who Yuata is, she's a famous musician in Japan. I fell in love with her since '92. Blue Heart is her album. And oh, I still got love for her. Yes, she's Japanese and she's around my age and I still like her. Yurita Kadu, she's a very famous singer. So, yeah. There's Naomi, is also a famous Korean slash Japanese slash black. Yes, she's African slash Korean slash Japanese. Crystal K is her name. Clouded. Oh wow, look at the clouds. Check this out, look at these clouds. Mind you, I took those photos this morning, it was clear as day. I don't know how the monologue of people can live like that. We gotta take everything with a grain of salt. Look. The sky just turned from clear to overcast instantly. This is San Francisco. Welcome. Especially if their native language is in English. Yeah. But then again, even Japan, they speak English, and I'm gonna have to tell you this right now. Any other country right now other than the US, North America, it's different. I'm feeling like people don't respect other people's opinions here as much. And mind you, in the last, 2 weeks, guys, if you've been watching this content, I've been profiled by the wrong people. It's been really, really terrible. People have been profiling me for the wrong reasons, pretending I'm something that I'm not. Like the Caltrain security guard. Did you know what happened to her? I was actually informed, well, it's not been confirmed, but she won't be working at that location. And mind you, she works for a security firm here that also does security for housing or homeless shelters. So she could be possibly one of those individuals that got a job based on a program. And she doesn't know the law. This is why I told her, you don't know the law, this is why you're violating and you need to learn. I don't need to learn the law. This is my job. Your job requires you to learn the law. You're a security guard. Remind yourself that. Anyways. Yeah, she needs to remind herself that. Obviously, she learns a lesson now. Because I spoke to Caltrain yesterday, or the day before yesterday, about a transportation. a transportation issue with my Clipper card. They stole $15 from me. Yeah, and now they said they don't have any clarification of the receipt. I said, but I'm holding the receipt right here. I got on the Caltrain with the money. Even the conductor said something is really fishy about what's going on. You need to call the number in the back. See? Can't trust California. Well, Northern California. But yeah, guys, I'm selling a GoPro. Actually, I'm selling a GoPro with the audio adapter, with the magnetic ND filters. Someone didn't take $275 for it. I think that's reasonable. Think about it. I spent an investment on the GoPro adapter. That's a $50 in a 3-week or 2-week wait for it. Then I spend money on the module magnetic ND filters and the extra battery. You have been doing videos for, actually I've been doing videos for the last 20 years. I've been doing skate videos, sports action videos. I used to be a pro inline rollerblader. Yeah, I was pro inline rollerblader. I was sponsored one time by Solomon, then K2, FR Wheels at one point as a Flow member. I was sponsored by Kryptonite back in the day, in the 90s when I first started. Yeah. And my first sponsorship was JPEG Skate Park in Japan. And they was my first sponsor because they had their own skate park. And they still do have the skate park. It's called JPEG Fun. If you go to like, it's outside Osaka. And what is that? Anzanmani Peak Picture? Yeah, it's pretty decent. You know, skate park has big ramps. Then I would go to Tokyo and skate the skate park at the Yasutoko Brothers skate. Oh boy, those brothers are killers. Oh, I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, but if you guys haven't been subscribed to the channel, subscribe, like, hit the thumb button. But if you guys want to keep the lights on, there's a PayPal, there's a Cash App, and there's a Venmo. If you guys want to participate and help me keep the lights on here through the COVID process. But these headphones are amazing. I will do another review. I'm gonna do, what is it? It's been, I did the 3-month, wait. When did I did the 3-month review? I bought these in April, May, June, July. It's July I did the review for these. So August, September, October, November, December. So I'm probably going to do 9-month review on these headphones, and I'm going to tell you guys I am not disappointed. I'm just telling you that right now. The skull candies, trash. Throw those fucking garbage away. There's no warranty. There's no insurance. Even if you register your product with skull candy, you can watch my video. One of my skull candy videos is popular. It talks about the skull candy crushers and the default. See, there you go. Skull candy crushers broke. See, oh, see. Look at the comment. They broke on this guy too. Look at that. I didn't have to say anything. Cheers to that, brother. I cheers you. Dude, these are the Sony Canon H900 Mark IIs. I don't like the third versions. Those look like skull candies. These are better. I like the design of them. I like how they work. And not only that, they have great response time. But there is a delay when you turn the power on and off, so you gotta be patient. Wait about 10 seconds before you push the power button. But the feedback is like boom, boom, instantly, boom, boom. Skull candy, when you press the button, like boom, it is a delay. when you want to skip a song, there is a like 2-second delay, like, then it skips to the song, then you see the pause, then it plays. No, with these is go straight to the song, boom. That's because on my phone, I got the app for these. I actually set the calibration for this, for my surround sound, and for the bass and clarity and trebles. Yeah, these are just, right now they're off, and you can clearly hear my voice, but the background is so like that noise that you're hearing from the refrigerator. I can barely hear it anymore. And I just had these off. Look, they're off. They are off. See? No green light, no nothing. And still, it buffers that out. I got these on sale for, what was it, $100? They back to $169. They are worth the money for $169. I will assure you they're worth the money. Because I dropped them every single... Guys, they slip off my head all the time. Look at this. I damaged it. There's a chip here. There's a nick here. There's a slight nick here. Oh yeah, there's a big nick right there. Look at that. That's a big nick right there. I dropped these on the ground. Boom, hard. And they still survived. Can the Skull Candies actually do that? Hell no. No, they cannot do that. Mind you, I dropped them, and that's what happened. Starting to have hinge problems. But not only that, this is what happens with the Skull Candies. When you squeeze it like this, all the time, the hinge, weak, cheap plastic. It's very cheap plastic. It broke. These, even editing, gaming. Oh my panda. I digress. I don't even actually need to make a video. I just did. I just did the review for you. I don't need to make a video. I just did. Buy these headphones. Look, the inside, you see how it's just a mesh? Mind you, look at my panda's small ears, like a panda that I am. Yes, that's why I have panda ears. They fit perfectly, but there are some cons you may want to be aware of. If you put glasses and a mask on, they will cause some irritation around the earlobe. My recommendation is, you see what kind of mask I have with the strings? Buy one of these. Take a hat, take some bobby pins or a button, put 2 buttons on the side, and wrap them or tie them to the button, to your hat, so it's not around your ear so it doesn't hurt irritation. If you wear glasses, they might cause a little irritation, but not much. But when you have this glasses and the headphones on, big irritation, you don't want that. This is what I do. I put the mask on, I put the hat on, I tie it above my ear, straighten this out, tie the bottom around my neck. Then I can put the hat on, lift this up a little bit over my, as you can see, it's a little bit over, therefore, tight squeeze, but breathable, not too much, but put this over your head, I'm good to go. Yeah. So, yeah, panda style. You know what I do is do this every single time when I need to take off my mask. So when I need to put it back on, it's the same position every single time. Mind you, my friend Ella, she's German. She makes these. She's from Madison, Wisconsin. She's engaged. She's married. She has children. No, she's taken by my friend Clayton Dewey. He's also a photographer. He does the bookstore at the university. His wife makes these for me, but she also makes them for you. So I will link her link down in the description below if you want, or you could go to my Instagram, Liene Dewey, Dewey. Google her, and she will make you any customized. You give her a pattern or a design, she'll probably make it for you. Yeah, she made me 3 of these masks, different styles, different types. Yeah, but anyway, what did he just said? Oops. The skull candies are pretty premium on the outside, but when you first touch them, they suck. What I think is, they're not premium, they're good on the inside, but on the outside, that cheap plastic doesn't roll with me. Now mind you, this is plastic, but this is high standard plastic. This has dropped on the ground several times. Probably a lot of people bought them because without knowing the problem. They did. I bought them. I'm the same victim. I bought them without knowing the problem, and I realized the problem after wearing them. After some time, after 3 months, I noticed it. I was like, okay, we have issues. But the best money I ever spent. NFC. They're NFC, they're Bluetooth, they're wireless, and they work. And I did live streams. See, we're dropping them again. I did live streams with these, and people said they can hear me very clear through the live stream. This is just a day or 2 ago. And before that, I was doing live streams a lot with these headphones. People said they can hear me very clear, very solid. Voice command on this thing is just, having phone conversations on these headphones are just, wow, amazing. This is why I said what I said. This is why I prefer Bose, Sennheiser, or Sony's. I'm sorry, but Beats are just overrated. It's a brand. It's not really enthusiast marketing. The audio sucks. I don't like too much bass. Bass just ruins trembles, reverb. It just ruins that. And these just have a great balance to that. This is why I like Bose, Sennheisers, and Sony's. They just work better, in my opinion. Skull candies are not really for the audio enthusiasts. They're more for show and tell. You know, looks and designs, fashion. They're not really for the hardcore enthusiasts that's into editing. If you're into editing, Sennheiser HD210s are the best. Because filmmakers use it all the time on scene. I used to use it all the time before they got stolen in Madison, Wisconsin. You guys know that I used to have the Sennheisers. Those were my audio editing and my filming headphones. When I need to pay attention to the audio, those are my headphones. You go to film school, they use those headphones. You go to production, they use those headphones. They got stolen. And they were $200 headphones. Who stole them? A homeless guy. While I was on work when I was doing case management for Porchlight. Went into my office and stole them. He had the balls to do it. And now, he can't come back to the shelter, but I guarantee you this now. Now he can come back to the shelter because I don't work there. Because you know why? Porchlight is biased. They need statistics like him. Because you know why? He probably has money, he has SSI. Of course, they're going to let him back in. Because I'm not there. But guess what? Mind you, he has a violation. If he goes back there, he violates his probation and his, he can't come back there. So if they do allow him to come back, that's on Porchlight. They mess up his career and his life. And they do that from time to time. This is why I can't work for an agency. This is why I told HUD, no. I refuse. Before I bought the scam case, I watched more reviews and nobody mentioned any critical flaws in the build. Because they're fanboys. Because they're fanboys. Skull Candy fanboys, listen up. You're not real audio enthusiasts. You're a bunch of noobs still. Mind you, Skull Candy doesn't make no more than what? 10 million, 100 million a year? Sony makes billions. Sennheiser makes billions. Bose make billions. Skull Candy is still making millions. That's the difference. It's still working out the kinks. They're not close to the market for a doozy's usage. This is where Skull Candy fanboys need to understand. You're not purchasing it for audio experience. You're purchasing it for the name. Yes, I purchased this for the name, but when I tried these out, the first time I had put these on my head, I literally threw myself against the wall. And my roommate was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm so done for a whole year. These headphones have been in my life, and I didn't know." And my roommate was like, "Are you serious? You're preaching about headphones. Like, you don't understand. Those skull candies, even she didn't like those skull candies." She's like, "They sound awful." She's on audio enthusiast. She said they sound awful. She's Chinese. She's all about her smartphone and texting and tweeting and whatever. She uses iPhone headphones, and she even thought those skull candies were garbage. Too much bass. Not necessary. I agree. Not very functional when I want to play and pause. Because when we play and pause, it would not unplay or pause. You have to like literally go in your pocket, take the phone out, and play it each time. Very bad for iOS. Like I said, I don't give a shit. But this guy downstairs, the first time I met him, he said that we taking things out of proportion. Even John, I was mad at John for disrespecting my parents. Even he said, yeah, you know, he claimed that he was diagnosed with COVID, but I don't know. Because if you were diagnosed with COVID, I wish you would have told the Northwest Portland Hospital that, because we would automatically would have told you to leave. Because you didn't show any verification that you were tested, you were cured afterwards. So I think he's lying. Yeah. Because they took his temperature, he was fine. So yeah, even though if he had it or not, but we will, Northwest Portland would have probably let him back in. Because yeah, because I think protocol is that if you had it, you cannot go to a hotel site for 31 days. And he said he had it a week prior before going to the Northwest Portland Hospital. Like again, like I said again, we had guys like that at the hospital before that said they had it. Like fucking what's his name? Nick and Aaron. Garbage bullshit. If you had it twice, you would have died the second time. Trust me, I know. If you had COVID a second time, you would have been deceased. I shit you not. So I had to ask my professor, hey, this guy's saying that he had it twice. Really? What's his name? I'm like, yeah. I told staff, they're like, these guys need to stop telling guests about they had COVID. They scare some guests off. They didn't even scare me. And like, I don't want to touch you now. Now I don't want to give you anything anymore. You told me you had COVID. Please. You had COVID, you wouldn't be in the hospital. That's why I don't believe everyone what they said. Especially if they don't have video, pictures, evidence, anything. Especially Aaron. That's why I told management, like, after a while I was starting to see the inconsistencies in stories. I'm sorry, but I bust my ass every day to make money. There's no way you tell me you own a multi-billion-dollar restaurant and you're struggling to pay your hostel fees. Partner or not, you should be making, with a partner, you should be making, am I right? I come from a family that owns restaurants, Japanese family by the way. I used to work in a restaurant here in the States. There's no way you're gonna tell me you worked at you own a restaurant, worked a $1 billion restaurant, and you can't pay your fucking hostel fees? I'm calling bullshit on that. People like to lie to get away with a lot of shit. I paid every way on my way in the hostel. I never once was late. I paid either a week or 2 weeks in advance. This is why the hostel love me, because I never was bullshitting them or was late on a payment. It's always a week in advance. That's because I support that hostel more than I support any other hostel. Other than I support Vancouver hostel. But yet, this is why I was like, I don't believe any word these guys are saying. Then you're telling guests and scaring guests that you had COVID. This is why some guests said they weren't going to come back. Like Calvin, nice American Chinese guy, really cool as fuck. I wanted him to come back, but he kept saying like he wanted to come back, but then again like people kept saying that it had COVID. He wasn't really thrilled about that. Wasn't really thrilled about that. This is why I had to tell the owner Jim like and brother like you gotta tell these guys to stop saying that to guests. Shut their mouths or leave. Because it's hurting their business. When you do that, you hurt their business. That's my family you're talking about. You're hurting their business. Yes, the Northwest Portland Hospital is my family. When you say stuff like that to guests that come in and they want to leave now, they don't give an explanation to the manager. Why? Because they think the manager is maybe all in it. I'm sorry, but I have to take a stand. You guys were very fucking rude. You hurt the Portland's business, no matter when you think about it or not. While you were there, you hurt the business. That girl, Langela, she wanted to come back, but she told me through text messages, yeah, I feel that the guys are, yeah, the guys. It's always the freaking guys. It's mostly guys there anyway. Sausage fest. And then when older women showed up, they disappeared. But I got lectured by one of them. Someone told me I need to go out there and fight for Jacob Blake. The man that raped a woman next to her child. Yes. She told me to go out there and support this asshat. Mind you, she wasn't even a black African American. She was telling me to go out there. You should support your own kind, she said. And that's when everyone was like, whoa, 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 what she just said? I was like, I don't support anyone that raised women next to their children. How do you know that? Have you been paying attention? I even covered the story several times on this channel. And it's the first time I ever covered something like that. Because I kind of want that stuff censored from my channel. But no, I covered the story because a lot of you in Wisconsin got misled. The guy had a warrant out for his arrest at 7/7/2020. July 7th, 2020 was when a arrest warrant was issued because he violated his probation and violated a restraining order. I covered that story. And you know what happened? Some of you guys liked it, some of you guys didn't like it. Then I covered it again. Then most of you liked the second part because I talked about the victim. No one cared about the victim. But you guys gonna raise $1 million to bail him out of jail? But you guys can't raise $1 to feed a family of 4? I'm so confused by that. Wait, you're willing to raise $1 million for his medical expenses, but you're not willing to support $1 to support a family of 4 at second harvest, think about your fucking actions. You sound a bunch of belligerent bastards to me. All of you that supported Jacob Blake, yeah, all of you that raised money for him, you sound like a bunch of hypocrites. You talk about raising money for families in need, but you're going to support someone that raped a woman of a family with her child. Oh, my boy Rico is in here. Oh, my boy Rico! Where you been, Rico? I tried to text message you, I tried to Instagram you, I tried to message you, you don't respond back to your brother? Come on, Rico. I thought we were brothers from another mother. What's going on, Rico? Hey, Rico, I'm selling the GoPro 8. You want to buy it? Right now? Right, seriously, right now. It comes with Manana ND filters. You guys have seen it. GoPro adapter. Comes with all 3 batteries, not 1, 3. And that's the new batteries. Yeah, the new batteries, the blue, those are the new batteries. That's a deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's good, Rico? Come on. I'm in California. I'm in San Francisco. Come on. I'm not too far from you, bro. Let me make a house visit. I go all the way to, what is it, where does he live? I can't tell you where he lives, everyone, but yeah, I'm gonna keep that on the low. I'm gonna keep that on the low. Come on, man, I got GoPro 8. Don't tell people, come on. See, Fresno. But you're gonna have to try to find him in Fresno. But anyway, GoPro 8, the audio adapter, the Tenzin magnetic ND filters, pop them off and on like, what? Magnetic. 3 batteries, charger, because you can charge 2 batteries at one time. What else? Oh, the housing adapter that I already mount to the GoPro with the Velcro that you would put on top if you want to mount a shotgun microphone on top of that. Yes. I was offering $275, and someone said, no, it's too steep. I was like, really? You're trying to rip me off an audio adapter, dude? I'm trying to make my money back from the audio adapter. That thing is not easy to come by, and it's not cheap. And they're giving indie filters away, and you want to charge me, he said $170. I was like, then, let me know when I do crack. That's what I told them. You let me know when I do crack cocaine. I'm sorry to be so explicit on this channel, but I had to make it funny, because that's not such a good deal for a GoPro 8 with an audio adapter, with indie filters, 3 batteries, and a bunch of accessories in this custom case. Yes, I bought a custom case for it. Because the GoPro case sucks. It scratches your GoPro. And he wants $170 for everything. No. No. Do you want me to eat you like ramen? I will eat you like ramen. So yes, I'm selling the GoPro. Because I got this camera right here. It shoots 4K 60 frames perfectly. I don't need it probably anymore. I thought I did at first, but then again, it does have good stabilization though. That's the only thing with this. This one, you have the new Canon. I rented the new Canon. I like it, but I gotta have to rob a bank for it. I like it. I want it. But I love my Canon glass. I love my cinema glass. I love my Iris glass. No more Sony. Yes, no more Sony. Suck a dick, Sony. I'm serious. Just Canon. All Canon. Canon 80D and the Canon 80D and the Canon 70. We're not talking about that. I'm trying to sell my GoPro right now. Team Sony, yeah, Team Sony, my ass. It's called Team Panda. Who cares about what camera you have? It's called Team Panda. But yeah, Rico, you should check out some of the photos on my Instagram. I'm getting way too good at this. This is too easy. It's too easy. Like every camera I get, I mastered that damn camera like within a month. I'm like, okay, I think I just mastered the camera. Team Panda, there you go. Team Panda. Woo! Team Panda. Right here. This is for Team Panda. I drink this, I pour some for my homies for Team Panda. That's for my homies. The homies Panda has lost. You know, we gotta pay respect to our homies, you know what I'm saying? RIP to our homies. Good beer? No, that's for our homies, bro. You spilled the beer for your homies. When you spill beer for your homies, that's respect. No matter what table, what ground you're on. If you waste it, that's for your homies. You say, homie, I bought this for you, homie. You taught me that. Remember that? Don't go back on your shit, man. Guys, you don't know who Rico is. He does a lot of like dog event, like American Pit Bull events. Wow. Talk about door captures. If you guys have not seen any like American Pit Bull events, he does them professionally nationwide, especially in California. Guys, the captures he, oh, you guys are missing out. He's a great photographer, by the way, mind you. But when it comes down to those events, hands down, he has no smash. But he's using the wrong camera. He's using Sony. It's the wrong camera. Should be using Canon. Or Panasonic. Yeah, that's what I recommend. What about Nikon? I'm not too sure yet. I like the old Nikon. I like the D7100. I definitely like the D7200. I'm a sucker for it. Definitely a sucker for that D7100 now. Because when you guys saw me shoot Clayton with that, with the Rokinon, what was it, the Nikkor 50 f1.8 lens, manually, and I got his portraits, you guys are like, no, that's not manual. Yes, that was manual. I'm good at manual shooting. I have an eye for that. Do you live in the U.S.? Technically, I used to live in the U.S. I don't have an address here anymore. My address is in Canada, because I'm a Canadian resident, because I'm a French native. But normally, it's Japan address. Everything that I get shipped to, or order things, it goes to my parents' house in Osaka. So yeah, I'm a Japanese resident, not a U.S. When I am in the U.S., I work for either the agency, or the embassy, or the consulate. So right now, I'm unemployed. And I'm just doing the photography and the videography and the documentary and stuff. And I did some work for Conan in Portland, which I had to give up because I caught a pink eye from that agency. Yeah, you guys didn't look at that video. I caught a pink eye that night going to work. Because I was going as an editorial and I was editing. And suddenly, my eyes started itching and I was like, what the hell? Yeah, so I had to stop working for them. Unfortunately. But yeah, Rico, you want my GoPro? I sell it to you, $250. Take it or leave it. Find your offer, bro. Find an offer. Or you can just donate to the PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo to help me here. 10, $5, $15, $100. $100 plus a pit bull. I need a friend. I know you got puppies. I know you got puppies. He always has puppies. I actually wanted a dog from him, well, at one point, but it's too much work. I don't want to be a parent that soon, because that's parenthood, basically. Wow, it got cloudy. Holy crap. Overcast. Not good. Anyway, guys, if you guys want to financially support the channel, there's a PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo in the description below. But with that said, this phone's about to die because the battery's about to die. But with that said, everyone, switch you over here. With that, ooh, see, that's crooked. Yeah, that was crooked. Yeah, see, there you go. With that said, everyone, if you guys want to support, you know what you gotta do. Hit the like, hit the thumb button. Come on, that thumb button right here on the corner. Hit the thumb button. I'll make a live stream later on this evening, because I might do some fire exposures here in San Diego. Even though I know in San Diego it's illegal. You guys know that. Why do you think I went to the Mountain View? Because no one actually arrested me. No one gave me a ticket. But I would get a ticket here if I was set afire. Yeah. So fire exposures. Thank you for watching. Yeah, get some good sleep. You need to get some sleep. Stop watching YouTube videos. But guys, you know fire exposures are illegal in San Francisco. So we can't really do it here, but we're gonna try to break the law. So we're gonna try to do it later on tonight, secretly, up the hill. I think I found a nice location for it. It's where the car train passes over. I think we could do it here by Chinatown. I think we could do it. Yeah, I think we can. But with that said, everyone, Panda, please do support the channel. Please subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell icon. And if you do want to support the channel, it really does help. The PayPal and Cash App. If you guys want to buy the GoPro, DM me on Instagram. Okay? DM me on Instagram. I give you instructions how you can purchase it. Everyone tell you that I'm very fast at shipping my stuff to you right away. I use either UPS or FedEx or United States Postal Service 2-day mail shipping. I don't do ground shipping. No, I can't trust that. We already did that with a friend. It didn't arrive for 2 weeks and I was not very happy and the box came damaged. So I always do priority shipping for all of my shipping. But with that said, everyone, eat, sleep, photography, videography, and repeat, and that. I see you guys in the next video. Eat healthy, stay healthy, peace.